I just went down to camp today. The camp that I filmed for you a long time ago. About 3 weeks, guys. On April 30th, a month. That's when I started repairing the This room is 70 square meters, and I was able to raise crickets. It's been 2 weeks, guys. The result is that it's quite a good statistic. Let's talk a little bit about when I opened this camp. It's because, well, I want to try a new method. You don't need it. You don't need to eat crickets. I like to eat green. It's at a stage where it's only been 2 weeks. At first, I saw it develop quite well. It's not much different from. The thing we use is leaves. Our food. I'm feeding 100% protein chicken bran, 22%, and feed the humidifier plug in the humidifier. I turned around to show you. Over there, we go to the water pipe. You can see the water pipe here. That water pipe over there. Well, this water pipe is not optimal for me. I'm still using the water pipe. The Persians came from the camp on the other side of Kirbua. Me and you too. Me, I'm working on a water pipe with a type 65 flow. Let it flow automatically from the top down too. Not to light it, and water is always there. It's in the cage, and it's spill-proof. It's just a waste of time to light this thing. It's easy to spill, guys. I've been doing this for too long. This tube is coming back in a few days. 1 meter, or 1 meter, 2 meters half. So let me share with you a little bit about that, the progress I'm making. Generally speaking, I will try to do it. Success or 7 failures for test this time. It's not a big deal. My goal is to let myself deal with thoroughly. The problem is, use less knives. To save labor, it depends on a job. We have to plant and collect things. It's a waste of time. For the big camps, it's about 50 to 100 cages. It's extremely land-intensive, guys. Crickets it eats in phase. First about 15. For the first 20 days I will eat after like this. 20 days. I'm going to change a little bit about the recipe. Mix it up so I can add a raw material, fiber, into a food, feed it through. That's flour, guys. It needs green vegetables because there is a fiber. Now I cut green vegetables. I have to add that to it. This stage is not necessary. But it's about 25 when days it starts old. Eating hard, I will add a more fiber into a bran directly for it. Well, that's what I'm looking for in theory. However, whether you succeed or not, this litter have to do it to litter. I will experiment and see how it goes. And if it's successful, I will share it with everyone. Let. You can refer to. Anyone who wants to apply can apply. At what stage? 25 forgot. This 15-day age period. So we're still feeding the mix. There's a trough on top plus is feed the prize to the bottom. Why do I have to eat like that? Because feeding the upper trough is of course. You've got to practice feeding so I can see the amount. Food as well as the state of its health. It's got to get to the bottom because of this stage. It's still young. There are many children. He's not used to eating, so I still have to add directly. Feed down to the bottom to feed it. If there are animals down there, he still has food to eat. Millet. I'll share this water pipe a little more. This water pipe, you're waiting for crickets around. I was 8 years old when I started putting it in. It goes up like this. 7 minus 8 days old. When you put the hose in, you're up. Okay. There are crickets over here. I turned it for you to see. Here's my cricket cage. Get this cage later. It's about 10 days behind that barn. Here you are. It looks like it's hiding a lot down there. He was afraid of it coming down. About this camp well. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I did a little bit of shooting. I use the cold camp style of a chicken farm. It's very cheap to raise pigs in this water tank. Someone asked me where to buy it, and it's only 300,000 in one plate, guys. The 2 pieces I bought here are 600,000. 600,000 already. The Kier looks like another 3 million. Then this a plate. This is a 4-layer aluminum insulation. 100 meters is 1 million or 6 million. The total investment cost of all of this. Raw materials are probably around 6 million. 6 million or something. And the work you can do is cost effective. If you rent it, it costs a lot, 2 or 3 million more. Generally speaking, investment in the facilities of this camp, if you fix it, it's about level. 10 million turns, that's a lot. Yes, with this 70 meters area, I can buy it. 9 3-square-meter barns and 2 6-square-meter barns. That means that if you calculate the 3 square meters barn, you can put 13 cages barns, to be exact. 13 barns that I calculated on average, for example, a litter of about 25 degrees. It's called productivity, for example. Otherwise, it's about 22 kilos. It's going to be about a dozen or so. If it's for an area like this, it's for the brothers and sisters who has a face. The house is empty. It's about 100 square meters. We can be completely renovated. It's like this, and we feed it. In this way, we can control the temperature and humidity control. Well, in the winter, we tie up the bulbs. In the summer, we let the fan run. Breathe the bone in. Then it's got a very deep drop in temperature. It will be very cool cricket. It's comfortable. In an ideal environment, crickets will get sick less quickly. And this method, I have it. It will reduce the disease because there's no spray directly into the cage. Guys, it's like that. It's going to limit, well, the humidity in there. Mold, it won't grow. At least in front of you will see it. It'll be better for disease control, guys. It's always dry in the barn. In the old mold of today's video, I just want to share a little bit like that. Maybe in a week, I'll be making 2 videos. Something tries to be like that. I didn't promise before because I've been pretty busy lately. Has a lot of work. You can follow the TikTok channel. You'll see Facebook free. There are many new products. And in the near future, there's also some investment in machinery. So this time I'm going home. That's a lot. Contact your suppliers to do this. So I'll try one. I have about 2 videos for you monitoring the birth process as well as a test results, the experimental process of this camp. If successful, it will be a models for your reference. If you want, you can apply it. Millet. Today's video, I would like to stop you very much and see you next videos.